Democrat socialist Zohan and his horrific views. We're going to be exposing them today on today's episode. And yeah, it's just something I thought I had to bring up because a lot of people are asking me what I think about the new mayor of New York City. I'm not 100% sure he got elected in yet or he's in office, but I do believe that he is ahead in the race. I'm going to be playing some content for you guys today. We're going to be watching some videos. I'm also hearing a lot of this for the first time. I don't really keep up with New York City politics or any New York politics in general, just to throw that out there before the comments say, oh, you don't know anything about New York. Yes, I don't know too much about it, but I have been hearing very bad things about this mayor, and apparently he is winning the election. And he's also a Muslim guy. Funny enough, Muslims aren't exactly the lovers of LGBTQ, but apparently a lot of LGBTQ people have been supporting him, which is hilariously ironic when, in the Quran it says a bunch of things against against gays, that Muslims don't support homosexuality and stuff like that. I'm fine if you're gay or LGBTQ. That's fine with me. I really don't care. That's your personal business. That's all up to you. But I'm saying in terms of religious belief in the majority of Muslim countries. So yeah, let's get into this video today. This is going to be a really interesting topic, a really interesting subject that we're going to be hearing about. City. I have a couple videos for you guys, so hopefully you can sit back and enjoy, drop some comments, let me know where you guys are coming from, inside the United States, outside the United States. I'd love to hear from you guys. Much appreciated. We're going to be checking this guy out. We're going to be learning a lot about this mayor for the first time, the supposed new mayor of New York City. If we have anyone coming from New York City and wants to speak about this, I would love to hear about it from your perspective. That would be really awesome. But yeah, we have a couple videos we're going to be playing about this guy because I'm really curious to learn some things about him for the first time. So like I said, this is going to be my first time really learning about him. I'm not too educated on this topic. I'm not afraid to admit when I'm not too educated on a certain topic or a certain subject. That's fine with me. As long as I let you guys know, it should be fine with you guys as well. But we're learning about this together for the first time, about the mayor of New York City. I mean, to be honest, this doesn't surprise me one bit. New York doesn't exactly have the best record of having great, wonderful mayors as leaders in the last 10 or 20 years. I mean, the last mayor wasn't he like accused of corruption? Doesn't he have like criminal charges against him right now? He's a Muslim. Yes, I know he's a Muslim. And funny enough, even though he's a Muslim, lots of LGBTQ people are supporting him. It's hilarious. They're all supporting this dude, even though Muslims openly are against homosexuality, but the LGBT community is supporting this guy. It's freaking crazy to me. He hates Trump. How much tariffs on bacon? There's going to be a lot of tariffs on bacon if this guy wins. Is that the guy who said he would arrest Benjamin Netanyahu? I honestly can't tell you. Probably. That sounds pretty accurate to me, but I don't know everything about this guy. I'm not from New York City. But yeah, he might put tariffs on bacon. Who knows? Neither side eats bacon. Not my war. That's a hilarious comment. You're a comedian, Captain Hindsight. Sorry. Sound like a retard reading your name. But slap that like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Let me know where you guys are coming from. We got a really interesting, entertaining episode today. I guess he declares a win for New York City in the primary, so this will be really interesting. But smash the like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Let me know where you guys are coming from in the comments down below. And we're going to be talking about Zohan. I think that's how you say his name. Maybe I'm not the best with it, but we'll listen to how they pronounce his name here. Like I said, I haven't really watched any news clips or news videos about this guy. This is my first time hearing about him for the first time, so I'm not going to pretend and say, oh, I know everything about this guy, yada yada. I really don't know too much about it. The Zohan, that is a movie. The Zohan was a great movie, by the way. Adam Sandler. Zoharan? How do you say this guy's name? We'll see. Let's just watch the video now. Let's see if they tell us.
Democratic Socialist Zoran Mamdani
Zohran.
in the driver's seat.
Sultan Zohan of New York City.
Mamdani declared victory over former New York governor and...
There was an interview with the new New York mayor, and I guess the question was asked, would he arrest Benjamin Netanyahu if he came to New York City? I would be wrong if it's the same fellow. I think it is the same fellow. Biden definitely doesn't know where he is. He stumbled across. Why couldn't Biden figure out where he was on stage? I don't understand that. Is it that hard to figure out how to exit after a speech or after a presidential thing? What makes him an extremist? That's an interesting question because first off, you know, he hates Trump, he hates America, I'm pretty sure. But like I said, I don't know too much about him, so I can't really defend everything about him. But from what I've heard, he's an extremist. And, you know, the things I heard are pretty accurate. So let's check him out. I mean, to be fair, the last 20 years of New York City mayors, in my personal opinion, were leftist extremists. Radical leftist, however you want to call them. But that's just my own personal opinion. I don't understand how New York City has their own unconstitutional law books. Same thing about California. I don't understand how they have unconstitutional law books either. I don't know about him, but he's an extremist. We'll get right into that. I know a little bit about his values and some things like that. Let's listen to him, and then I'll give you my final diagnosis. But he's an extreme leftist. Let's be honest here.
Andrew Cuomo in the Blue City's Democratic mayor.
I admit it. I don't understand everything about him. That's why I'm here to learn today with you guys. Hey, by the way, since everyone's talking about Diddy and Diddycrats, here's a little bit of update on Diddy's case. Apparently, Diddy actually beat the kidnapping charges, and if you look it up on Google right now, it says Diddy might be released. That's really funny that the Diddycrats, you know, are saying Trump's going to pardon him, but it turns out he's literally beating some of his charges.
Oral primary yesterday, and some are viewing his win as a message to the wider Democratic Party, which may push them to go all in on far-left candidates. Hello, everyone. This is Outnumbered. I'm Emily Campagno here with my co-host, Harris Faulkner, and also joining us today, Molly Lyon, Fox News correspondent, Noah Tishby, Israel's first special envoy for combating anti-Semitism and best-selling author, and Lawrence...
Okay, I'm just wondering, why the hell do we have an Israeli on Fox News now? Okay, that's a little bit interesting. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I thought this was an American news network. Anyway.
Jones, co-host of Fox and Friends. Now, the 30...
You are so wrong. They dropped the arson. Well, I heard they dropped the kidnapping. I didn't hear anything about arson. But I'm not saying I never said he's beating the RICO case. I'm just saying the headlines of the news articles about Diddy. Listen, I don't support Diddycrats. I don't support Diddy. But from what I looked up on Google, there's a headline on Twitter. Diddy may be released soon. Now look up that on Google. Diddy may be released soon. It says he's beating lots of his charges, including kidnapping. I didn't say anything about beating the RICO, but when it comes to the RICO, how can a one-man operation be charged with a RICO? I don't understand that. If Diddy's the only one running the entire operation, how can you be charged with racketeering? I don't understand that part. Diddy is a weirdo, I agree. I'm not here to defend Diddy. He probably did a lot of bad things.
3-year-old state assemblyman held a commanding lead over the 3-term ex-governor all night long. Cuomo conceded in Tuesday's primary after trailing by roughly 70,000 votes. The New York Post asking for a lifeline on today's cover, calling Mamdani's...
Oh, here's a reason why he's a radical extremist. I just remember one of his things that he said. He doesn't want ICE in New York. He's going to refuse ICE. He's going to try to keep ICE out of New York City as much as he can. He's going to continue the legacy of New York City of being a home for illegal immigrants.
Political earthquake, not just for the city, but for the entire
state. He won the primaries, I believe.
And this might be why. Here are just some of his plans for New York
He'll
City.
be arrested by ICE. Great point.
Our police force
if he denies ICE.
Be assisting ICE defund the NYPD and refund all of these different social services. And we'll create a network of city-owned grocery stores.
I'm not a lib.
For produce. I'll freeze the rent for millions of tenants, make buses fast and free, and deliver universal childcare. And before you ask, I'll pay for it by taxing the rich. The mayor will use their power to reject Donald Trump's fascism.
Mamdani was endorsed by key progressives like Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders and Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. AOC,
like I said, they've had extremist governments for the last 2 decades.
Her endorsement helped lock in his likely nomination. It may signal a path for AOC with voters in 2028. Political commentator Chris Cillizza put it this way.
If I'm Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and who, as I mentioned, endorsed Mamdani, and I see this result,
might as well be Hyson Piker as New York mayor at this point. Agreed.
It shows that there's energy in the liberal activist base of the party.
I'm not scared. It's just New York as usual. Nothing's really changing. Smash the like and subscribe button, though.
Part of the establishment, right? Josh Shapiro or Gretchen Whitmer or Gavin Newsom. All these people have spent years in elected office. If I'm looking at this, I'm thinking this bodes very well for me. It suggests that mad as hell Democratic voters are not going to just default back to a Joe Biden-like figure in 2028.
No, politics aside for the moment, to me, far more frightening and far more stark than his progressive policies and plans.
MAGA don't get scared. We level the playing field. Diddy-crats are a bunch of sissies.
It's horrific, to be honest with you. And this is not just terrible for Israelis and for the Jewish community. This is terrible for Americans. Let me start with the first thing that to me is the most violent and the most vile, which is his whitewashing of what it is.
Buddy, I don't care who's the mayor of New York City. I don't even live there.
Something else for different people. That is not true. I have lived through 2 intifadas. I know exactly what they mean. An intifada means a violent uprising against the Jews. It means car bombing and bus bombing and ramming through people with cars. It means stabbing and shooting. That's what that means. And to globalize that means to take into America and into Western civilization what we have been through in the Middle East. That's number one. Let's take the other thing, right? He's talking about the Holy Land Five. In his rap song in 2017, he said, I'm in love with the Holy Land Five. So let's explain what the Holy Land Fives are. They are convicted criminals that have been convicted in 2008 for material support for Hamas. In 2001, the Holy Land Foundation was actually dismantled. In 2001, it was shut down. And in 2008, they were convicted. These 5 people were convicted for supporting Hamas. He is saying that he is in love with those people and asking you to look them up. So I say, absolutely look them up. That guy is so radical. He might be some sort of a Trojan horse, not just for Marxism, which is what he's actually saying, but for jihadism. He is supporting the concept of this. He refuses to acknowledge Israel's right to exist as a Jewish state. He's very coy about this, right? So when he goes on...
Someone drop a super chat if they have any requests, any topics they want to discuss about, or anything like that. Drop a super chat.
This is terrible news, not just for Jews, for every single American and everybody who supports Western values. It's horrible.
And Lawrence, it's why it's so shocking for you and I that live here too. That this is an individual who refused to condemn the Holocaust twice. And now all of a sudden he's the front runner for the Democratic Party here. What message does this send about the landscape currently?
I respond to every single super chat. There's never been one single super chat that I haven't responded to. So please correct yourself, hater / troll.
Some of his policies, he wants a rent freeze. He wants city-run grocery stores. He wants to defund the police. Now, we tried that experiment, and we saw how that worked in New York City. He said if Netanyahu comes to New York City, he's going to have him arrested. Now, when Todd Holman was trying to work with the NYPD to arrest the criminals, he got up all in his face. He also wants free buses, a $30 minimum wage, $70 billion for housing. None of this is going to work. It's going to bring the city into even more debt, and people are going to move to my great state of Texas and Florida. But again, the voters get to decide. Either you can have him, or you can get someone a little bit moderate in Adams or Sliwa, who's running as a Republican. But this right here, it may work for New York City, but not for the rest of the country.
Mr. Eric, tell these Diddy-crats to drop a super chat if they have any comments, questions, or videos or topics they want me to discuss, debate about, or read out loud. Come on, Diddy-crats.
Free everything. I mean, this isn't an 8th grade president campaign. This is mayor, and somehow people are falling for this again under the veneer of a faux jihad. I mean, it is just frightening right now, but none of this makes sense either.
Yeah, I give him a lot more credit than that. I don't think it was an eighth grade campaign. I don't agree that people don't think those policies can work. You know why? Because Democrats aren't selling policy. He is. I think that the greatest danger for Republicans right now in a city and state like New York, because it's turning more red. They got to jump in now, get in there, back their candidates. You saw Trump for governor. You saw him backing Jack Ciattarelli over in New Jersey. I mean, you've got to kind of, I know that's the neighbor next door, but it's an opportunity for Republicans to really jump in the water.
Drop a super chat.
Policies, and they're horrible policies. And Noah gave us an example politically what this could look like, and personally as a Jewish American what it looks like.
We'll let Eric explain what a Diddycrat is. If you want to know what a Diddycrat is, Tom Pepin TV can explain this perfectly. Hello, Lunchbox. Hit the like and subscribe button. Super chat if there's any content, comments, or debates, or any discussions you want to make. God bless America. I think that offends the Diddycrats, actually. Don't say that. That offends the Diddycrats. How dare you say God bless America?
But for all of us, this is very communist. This is beyond socialism.
Yeah.
But look at who's at his side, AOC, who does nothing really for her district here in New York. But what they do together is they fund. They come up with dollars. They do, and when he says a city-run grocery store, he's talking about communism. He's talking about the government running things. How much better is the government feeding your family than you? I mean, we have food stamps and those types of programs that come with restrictions. He wants no IDs. Don't pay for your busing. It's already dangerous enough to get on public transportation in New York City without knowing who's going to be your neighbor. He doesn't want to vet anybody here. That's going to be a problem. But running as an independent in this country, we don't have a high percentage of winners in that category anywhere you look. So Cuomo, I don't know if he's going to
hit the like and subscribe button.
This guy, I don't think you can beat him. But Adams, as an independent, you got to pick a lane, buddy.
Molly, talk to us about what this represents, because to Harris's point, so this assemblyman frankly has zero experience of any type of value, right? He comes out, he has these platform policies without saying how to pay for them other than tax the rich. It feels very neophytic and sort of echo chamber, insular, which is typical of
Harris lost the election though, so who's really winning? Donald J. Trump? Donald J. Trump. He stays winning for America. Hit the like and subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, America is winning, and you can be mad about it, Diddycrats. You can be all you want mad about it. I hear the same damn comments from every damn Diddycrat. I can tell you lots of stuff that Trump has done. Yes, he hasn't deported as many illegal immigrants as Obama, but he's doing his best to deport as many illegal immigrants as possible. Isn't that something great for America, Diddycrats? Isn't that something great? Isn't that something great? Tom is mad. Tom is losing. Me and Trump are winning. What country I'm in today? Same country I was in yesterday. Obama's in Diddy's court case. Why are these people still calling me Tom? My name's not even Tom. My friend Sam misspoke and couldn't remember my name the other day. So he accidentally called me Tom, and now I got people in here still calling me Tom. My name isn't Tom. Oh, they're calling you Tom. They're getting mad about you, Tom. I forgot about Tom Pepin TV. I didn't even see you in the chat for a second. They're getting so mad at Tom in the chat. Holy shit. My name is not Eric. Hit the like and subscribe button. Someone drop a super chat. Some pro-American, American-loving, proud American man drop me a super chat. What did Tom say to piss off all the Diddy-crats in chat? They're going ballistic on you, my man. I've never seen them go this ballistic. Big G. That's how you can refer to me as. Big G. Someone said, you're Tom. I am not Tom. We got a Tom Pepin TV. No one can replace that guy. My name isn't Greg, but you're getting close. I'm delusional, but the majority of America voted for Trump. So how am I delusional? A majority of Americans agree with exactly what I'm saying. I look like a Greg. Well, you guys are close. My first name does start with a G, but I'm not Greg. Very close, though, guys. You're getting there. You can use a little bit of brain power. Maybe you can guess my name. A lot of Trump derangement syndrome here. Thank you. If you love my hat, hit the like and subscribe button. Drop a super chat. George, Garrett, Guzman. Yeah, I'm El Chapo. Guzman, Mr. Guzman. Or El Chapo, you can call me. Gary. Gotta be George. Nah, you guys probably won't guess it. Gary George. What kind of name is that? I'll give you guys one more hint. It's an English sounding name. Okay, that's pretty funny. Goon Lord. What did someone say? Is it an Eastern European name? No, it's an English name, actually. Just to clarify, it was absolutely the majority. Millions of more people voted for Trump. And you know what's even worse than millions of more people voting for Trump? Getting absolutely wrecked in the Electoral College. Harris got absolutely wrecked in the Electoral College. Not only by the majority vote, but also in the Electoral College. She got destroyed. She didn't even run in the primaries. So that would have been an illegal election win anyway. So be glad that she didn't win. Lies, lies, lies. Go. Grayson. Oh, fuck no. I hate that name. I knew a kid in high school. His name was Grayson. I didn't like that guy. Europe is named after a cracker. Nope, you guys still can't guess my name. It starts with a G. He's named after a cracker. Can anyone guess it? Can anyone guess it? Named after a cracker. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, guys. Gavin. No, I had a good friend named Gavin. He was kind of a cracker. Okay, you got it right, Sammy. First person to get my name right. Because I love yelling, I got a point to make. And I'm a Trump cult member. I'll yell if I want. For a $10 super chat, I will reveal and confirm my name. A lot of you are still getting it wrong. Drop me a super chat. G Trump. Hell yeah.
Where 8 hours on the factory floor or behind the wheel of a cab is enough to pay the mortgage. It is enough to keep the lights on.
No, never. That'll never happen in New York City. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, it won't happen.
Where rent-stabilized apartments are actually stabilized. Where buses are fast and free. Where childcare doesn't cost more than CUNY. And where public safety keeps us truly safe. And it's where the mayor will use their power to reject Donald Trump's fascism.
Reject Donald Trump. Reject him. Reject him.
To stop mass ICE agents from deporting our neighbors.
Illegally break federal law. We gotta break federal law.
Now.
No.
As a model for the Democratic Party. A party where we fight for working people with no apology. A life of dignity should not be reserved.
Make America great again. Hit the like and subscribe button. God bless America. Drop a super chat for any video requests, comments, or anything you guys want to make. I don't care. This isn't my city. Enjoy New York City getting destroyed for another 4 or so years.
If this campaign has demonstrated anything to the world, it is that our dreams can become reality.
Spam the comments. Spam the comments. Drop a super chat. Hit the like and subscribe button.
I think of hope, I think of the unprecedented coalition of New Yorkers that we have built. For this
guy's gonna be a criminal just like Donald J. Trump when he throws him in prison.
It is the victory.
ICE is federal law. We gotta deport all the illegal immigrants. ICE is federal law. What do the Democrats not understand? Deportation of illegal immigrants is federal law. Let me repeat this again. Deport more illegal immigrants. If I come to their country illegally and jump over the border, they're not going to let me stay. So why should we let them stay? That's a double standard. That makes no sense. ICE is a federal organization. You cannot break federal law, Mr. Mayor. I'm sorry. Hit the like and subscribe button. Drop a super chat if you have any questions, topics you want me to discuss or talk about. I read every single super chat out loud. Shout out Fiji. Self-deport. Listen, Obama deported 3 million illegal immigrants. Only 25% of them got due process. Trump is offering you guys $1,000 and a free plane ticket home just to self-deport. Obama was not that nice.
Of the Gambian uncle who finally saw himself and his struggle in a campaign for the city.
Kids in cages under Barack Obama.
Dreaming demands solidarity.
Shout out Fiji Water, Trump Nation.
Out onto the midnight skyline. That is what
the federal law is the federal law. Oh god damn, this guy is trolling. Zoharan for president. Come on, my guy. You really want him for president. Can you name me one reason why you want him for president? I really appreciate the super chat, but I don't understand your thinking. I said Zoharan for president. Zoharan Mamdani, however you say his name. Zoharan Mamdani for president. Come on, bro. I don't understand your thinking. I don't understand your thinking. Why would you want this guy as president? Please give me... I said his last name, Zoharan Mamdani. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I'm genuinely just learning about this guy for the first time in the last 2 days.
Children who called parents.
Mamdani.
Strangers who care about those they will never meet. A New York that believes in each other.
I would love to explain that, Sean. Could you drop a super chat?
Is solidarity. And it defines our victory. And above all, dreaming demands...
Well, what do I not like about him? He's going against federal ICE agents. He said, we're going to ignore ICE. We're going to do whatever we can to keep ICE out of New York City. Why are you ignoring federal law? Why? Why? States can't go against federal law. Federal law oversees everything.
Set off on a 13-mile walk from the northernmost tip of Manhattan to the base
ICE
of the
is federal law, buddy.
We began
Illegal immigration is a federal crime.
and neighbors set out dominoes on the sidewalk. It was 7 p.m. The weekend had arrived. For most people, the time for work was over. But this is New York, where the work
ICE is doing a great job, but they need to deport even more people.
181st Street, conductors drove the subways that rattled high above 125th, and world-class musicians tuned instruments.
Federal law is constitutional. States cannot violate the U.S. Constitution. Exactly. If you guys have any comments you want me to read out loud or any subjects you want me to discuss or talk about, drop a super chat. Much appreciated.
Still, long past midnight, New York works.
ICE is the law.
Garbage trucks weaved through empty streets. Fishmongers carried in tomorrow's wares. And when we finally arrived at the Battery at 2:20 a.m. in the morning,
drop a super chat,
the
guys.
Staten Island ferry were on the job too. Just as they are every hour of the day, every day of the week. Each of these New Yorkers carried a dream with them that night as they labored. Just as each of us dreams of a New York that is more hopeful. And
one with illegal immigrants and more housing with state and federal money if we can manage to steal any, so we can give five-star hotels. So we can give 5-star hotels to illegal immigrants if possible.
And we have worked hard for our dream. This has been a historically contentious race. One that has filled our airwaves with millions in smears and slander. I hope now that this primary has come to an end, I can introduce myself once more.
You're welcome, Joey. Hit the like and subscribe button.
Not as you've seen
Angelina, it's a little bit too late for all that, but much appreciated.
But as
no taxes for tips, 100%.
As your mayor. I will be the
Obama deported illegal immigrants and only 25% of them got due process. I promise this is facts. No source on Google will tell you differently.
A long, broken political system to vote at all. I will fight for a city that works for you, that is affordable for you, that is safe for you. I will work to be a mayor you will be proud to call your own.
No. Luckily, I'm not a New York City resident because I would not be proud.
I do not promise that you will always agree with me, but I will never hide from you. If you are hurting, I will try to heal. If you feel misunderstood, I will strive to understand.
Just look it up on Google if you guys don't believe me. It's all there.
And I will put your hopes before my own. And I know that those hopes extend beyond our 5 boroughs. There are millions of New Yorkers who have strong feelings about what happens overseas. I am one of them. And while I will not abandon my beliefs or my commitments, grounded in a demand for equality.
Not a Nazi, but the liberals can try a new insult next time. Something a little bit more original.
You have my word to reach further, to understand the perspectives of those with whom I disagree, and to wrestle deeply with those disagreements. Let me close with this. In these dark times, I know that it is harder than ever to keep faith in our democracy. It has been attacked by billionaires and their big spending, by elected officials who care more about self-enrichment than the public trust, and by authoritarian leaders who rule through fear. But above all, our democracy has been attacked from within. For too long, New Yorkers have strained to find a leader who represents us, who puts us first. And we have been betrayed time and again. After so many disappointments, the heart hardens, belief becomes elusive. And when we no longer believe in
I love America. That's why I voted for Donald J. Trump, and the majority of Americans did as well.
To convince us of his worth. For billionaires to convince us that they must always lead. As FDR said, democracy has disappeared in several other great nations. Not because the people dislike democracy, but because
you want Trump's pictures with Diddy and Epstein. Okay, talking about Diddy and Epstein, since you want to bring that up, Taylor, we cannot forget that Trump kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago, and they never hung out since. This was back in the early 2000s, I believe, but thank you for the super chat, Taylor. This was back in the early 2000s, but yeah, sure, we'll show you some pictures of Epstein and Trump. Everyone's already seen these pictures. You know how many people hung out with Epstein and Trump? We'll also show you some pictures of Bill Clinton with Epstein as well. Very interesting, huh? We'll show you some interesting things. There you go. There's Trump and Epstein. Does that make you happy? Does that make you happy? Now let me show you one with Diddy. $2 only gets you 2 of each. Everyone hung out with Diddy. Come on now. Trump and Diddy. But guess who's in Diddy's court cases? Obama. Obama is in Diddy's court cases. Now let's show Clinton with Epstein. Hillary with Epstein. Oh, look, this is an interesting photo. Bill Gates and Epstein. Oh, this is a little bit of a suspicious photo. Little bit of suspicious photo. Let's show the Diddycrats. Some Diddy with some Democrats. Oh, we can't forget this, guys. The Diddycrats. This is where it all started. The Diddycrats. We can't forget where it started from, guys. The legendary Diddycrats.
of unemployment and insecurity.
I'm good. How are you doing?
While they sat helpless.
Someone drop
in
another
the face
super
of
chat.
confusion and weakness. In desperation, they chose to sacrifice liberty in the hope of getting something to eat. New York, if we have made one thing clear over these past months, it is that we need not choose between the two. We can be free and we can be fed. We can demand what we deserve. And together we have built a movement where everyday New Yorkers recognize themselves in our vision of democracy. Every new voter registered, that is faith renewed. Every voter who traveled through withering heat to the polls, that is faith renewed. And every New Yorker who sees solutions to the daily challenges they face in this campaign, that is faith renewed. Together, New York, we have renewed our democracy. We have given our city permission.
All is well here, brother. How are you?
And I pledge to you that we will remake this great city, not in my image, but in the image of every New Yorker who has only known struggle. In our New York, the power belongs to the people. And as I thank the people that are here with me today, and as I thank the incredible leaders who have long fought for those people, who are here across this crowd and across these 5 boroughs and standing next to me in the Attorney General of this state, in the Public Advocate of this city, in our Congresswoman, Nydia Velasquez, in our Controller, Brad Lander, and in every single person who believed in this campaign long before it was easy to do so. And you believed when it was difficult. We dreamt in the night. And
If you guys have any requests for videos or Googling or discussions, you gotta drop a super chat. I'll answer some questions for free, but those other things definitely are not.
we are now building in the dawn. That new day,
Trump 2028.
the one that we have yearned for, the one that we have struggled for,
Moderators, what are you guys doing?
have texted for, have called for. The one
Hello, can you guys moderate the chat? I guess they're not in chat anymore. Okay. Drop me a super chat if there's anything you want me to discuss or talk about.
obsessed over. That new day is finally here, my friends. And it is here because you have delivered it. Thank you.
Thank you, Lunchbox. I was waiting for you to finally moderate the chat. I didn't know if you were still here. That guy was annoying as shit. And my chat isn't working.
Thank you.
Because we're criticizing this dude. But if there's anything else you guys want to play or watch, drop a super chat. I'm 100% open to it. We won the election. Why would I be crying? What is this guy saying in Russian or something? He wants to defund the police. Yeah, hilarious. We're criticizing this dude. If you want me to explain something, drop a super chat. I'm not going to sit here and give definitions all day unless you're going to drop a super chat. It's not lazy logic. This guy wants to stop ICE from entering New York City. ICE is federal law. Well, you're too late, Joel. You're too late. Sharia law is coming to New York City. Horrible. ICE is federal law. Anyway, guys, it's getting late. The views are low. Only 50 views right now. So hit the like and subscribe button. If you guys have any last minute questions or if you want me to keep going, just drop a super chat. I'll continue this conversation and read a bunch of your comments and reply to them. Let me know if anyone wants to support the channel with a super chat. We'll keep going. If not, we're going to end the stream for tonight. MAGA, hit the like and subscribe button. Inshallah. Any last minute questions or super chats, or if you want me to keep going, just drop a super chat. If not, we're going to end for tonight. I'll give you guys a solid 60 seconds. Plenty of people have, Buddha, but that's hilarious that you think that. You can keep hating sorry, I'm stuttering like Joe Biden, your favorite president. While I keep collecting super chats, you can keep hating. Sure, I don't really care. They keep pouring in every single stream, and you keep hating. I really don't care. Okay, I guess you guys have no last minute questions. You don't want the stream to keep going since no one dropped a super chat. Good night, America. Have a good evening, everybody. I don't care if you're a Diddy-crat, an American, a Republican, a non-party affiliate. It doesn't matter to me. Have a good night, everybody. Wait, you want me to wait just in time? You're going to drop me a super chat? Because I can keep going for another 30 minutes or an hour. All I need is a super chat supporter, and I'll keep going. Just in time. Mildly upset, your name perfectly fits your comments. I mean, you can start from $1 to $20. You can literally put any amount in a super chat. MAGA. Just let me know just in time if we're going to do it just in time. Joel, I'm not forcing you to watch me. Cult, Nazi, fascism. Is that all you guys can say? Please, original insults only. I already said my name during this stream. Mildly upset, your name fits you perfectly. Just in time, are you going to drop a super chat or should I go ahead and wrap this up? I'm genuinely just curious at this point. Hell no. The Democrats want World War III. That way they have something to blame it on. I didn't say anything bad about New Yorkers. I was talking about their government. I love New Yorkers. Lots of my family is New Yorkers. So you got me completely wrong there. Thank you, Mayhem. Much appreciated, brother. I'm just seeing if this guy's going to drop me a super chat or if I should just end the live stream. I'm sure the haters will say, end, end. Okay, you're just making me wait in suspense. It's okay, another time then. Have a good night, everybody. I really appreciate you, Lunchbox. Contact me anytime. You got my information, brother. The views are quite low right now, so I'm going to end it. Be well, everybody. Have a great evening. Have a great night. Talk to you guys later. I'm going to be working on another video right now. New sub. Much appreciated, brother. I'm working on a new travel video right now. If anyone wants to drop a super chat, I'm giving 60 more seconds and then I'm ending it. It's okay. If you don't have money, you can still support the channel. It's completely fine. Just hit the like and subscribe button. Watch some of my videos. I got all kinds of different content. All kinds of different videos. I'm posting a travel video soon of traveling Bosnia. So, it'll be awesome. What the hell am I going to talk about tap water? Jealous haters, enjoy your evening. If you're a Democrat, Republican, it doesn't matter. No American I know traveling Bosnia, I know. Well, I'm not in Bosnia right now, but I traveled there like a month ago. I have the video content and I'm working on editing it, so I'm not going to give it more seconds. Joel T, keep hating. Get a job. Do you have any jobs other than hating, Joel? I want both. I like conversation. Hit the like and subscribe button, guys, though. Thank you for watching. Peace out, everybody. I'm going to say it the last time. Have a great evening. It doesn't matter your political affiliation. I've already said what I thought about Europe, and I will talk about it later at a different time. Or if you drop a super chat now, I can talk about it. Sure, you can sponsor the channel. Sponsorships are welcomed. If you want to contact me, I'm on Twitter. You can contact me on Discord as well. I'm going to end the stream now. Much appreciated. You want me to put your logo in the background? Yeah, sure. For how much? How much are you going to sponsor the channel for? Well, you can contact me on Discord or Twitter if you're interested in a sponsorship. What's up, sir? Sir. We can talk. Just let me know, brother. We're gaining a lot of subscribers right now. I can show you the numbers yourself. We got like 100 plus subscribers daily. So it's really going good. I do indeed have one, Joel. I do indeed have one. Don't worry. Hating with no job is way crazier than, you know. Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne content tickets. All right, I'm heading out, guys. Peace out. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.